It's day 3 of tracking Tropical Storm Elsa, and we can see that it's already making impact in the US, starting with Florida. We'll tell you what we can expect from Elsa coming up. I'm standing here in the shade because of the dreadful heat that we're going through the Northeast. We were expecting temperatures in the 90s. My name is Applejack, and we'll take a look at the temperatures coming up. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Welcome to day 3 of our continuing coverage of Tropical Storm Elsa. My name is Molly, and my name is Deema, and we've got a tropical storm in our hands today, Molly. Of course we do, though. We have already making landfall here. It was in Cuba yesterday, but is currently now into the path of Florida, though, and is actually going to head up to the northeast as the week progresses. I see. So we better take a look at the details right now. Yep, so let's go to the screen and let's show you. Alright, so let's take a look at what we have here for Tropical Storm Elsa. There's those force winds right here. We can see it's going to be impacting a little bit of the Key West. And it's already making landfall in the U.S. as of earlier this morning, since we've already seen some rain coming in, though. And it is expected to head up north as the week progresses. Alright, so over here we're seeing a lot of warnings coming in for tropical storm warnings. And the tropical storm watches has been moved all the way up to near Charleston, South Carolina. So we're getting more warnings as we know it. And we also have a hurricane watch for this area right here near Tampa, because they're expecting that tropical storm conditions, like some of the force winds could be hurricane possibly, so that we're just putting a watch just to make sure. And this is the path that we're expecting, Molly. So you can see here that it's going to be 65 miles per hour. It's currently 60 right now, and it's probably going to intensify, though. Let's hope it doesn't intensify to a Category 1 hurricane, because, you know, rapid intensification. Yeah, that's what we're trying to watch out for. And then it's going to weaken down to a 35 miles per hour once it hits the Carolinas, though. And then it'll rise up to 45 by the time it reaches the Northeast. So we got a lot of tracking to do for the next coming days. And you were right, Molly. We're expecting tornadoes as well, though, since tropical storms can produce tornadoes out of this, though. So most of Florida is going to expect tornadoes today and tonight. And as we go into tomorrow, it's going to start to head into the Georgia and South Carolina area. Wowzers, Tropical Storm Elsa is really making impacts. Yes, and even if it's not a hurricane, at least a tropical storm can still make impacts to landfall, you know. Yeah, that's very true. So let's actually switch topics right now, and we're actually going to talk about the dreadful heat that's going on in the northeast area. So let's go back to the screen and let's take a look and see what the temperatures we're expecting. Okay, so let's take a look at the heat alerts that we have, though. So, some of them are heat advisories, and some of them are air quality alerts. Like the one in Pittsburgh, we have an air quality alert in effect. It's going to go until 4 o'clock. I want us to take a look at the darker blue, though, because there's actually 2 alerts in place. One of them is the air quality alert. That'll go into effect till midnight. And then we have the heat advisory as well, so that's actually another thing that we're focusing on. And that is going to be in effect for the next 2 days, so not just today. We're also going to have more on Wednesday, so it's going to be really heat out there. So we definitely need to be careful for that. Okay, so these are the temperatures right now as we speak. So we can see one area over here, 95 degrees under Harrisburg. Then we got 93 here in the Delaware area. So we can see a bunch of 90s around here. Like the ones that are in red, though, so you can see, like, inside the circle right here, though. So that is dreadful heat that we're suffering through, though. And that's why the heat advisory is currently in effect, though. And speaking of the dreadful heat, let's actually go to Applejack right now, because Applejack's actually live outside, though. And I can see that you're in the shade, though. Is it too hot out right now for you? Indeed it is, Molly. So actually, we're already in the 90s right now for, apparently, and it has happened before noon, though. So that was actually one thing you were kind of expecting, where, like, before 12 o'clock, midday, that the temperatures would be in the 90s, though. That actually happened last week when we had that historic heat wave as well, where 4 consecutive days of 90 degrees, though. And yeah, that was actually really horrible, though. Like, most of you guys had to stay inside in cold places, though, because you wouldn't want to be out in the heat, though. But yeah, but at least it's only going to be a 2-day thing, though. But yeah, we could probably expect more heat waves as the summer rolls on. And indeed, you're right, Applejack. Thanks for the report, and stay cool out there. And yes, Deema, with this dreadful heat, Applejack did say that last week we were suffering through 4 consecutive days of heat, right? Yeah, and we were actually really close last week, where one of the days we actually almost went up to 100. Yeah, I think the high was 99 last week, though. I think it was, I don't know what day it was, though, but it was in one of those days during that heat wave we had last week, where it was 4 consecutive days, though. But it feels like temperatures went up to like 100, though. Oh yeah, that definitely did though. I don't want this to be like California though. Yeah, those are technically hot places by default though, and they're always 100 every day during the summer. But anyway, so that's going to conclude vlog number 5 of our coverage. We're going to have much more coming your way as the storm rolls on though. But for now, stay safe everyone, whether you're either in the heat or tropical storm or any kind of condition. See you later everybody.